It's a matter of days before Adrian Buchan and Matt Wilkinson will pull on a contest vest for the Quicksilver Pro Gold Coast for what will mark the start of the 2014 World Tour. For Wilkinson, a readjustment of focus and a new commitment to serious competition will soon be tested.
I'm super excited for this year. All in all, my preparation's a lot better than it has been.
For Buchan, the rehab on his foot injury becomes complete just as the judges take their seats to evaluate the world's best surfers in the most intense of environments.
I feel like every time I surf, I'm improving 5%, and that's exciting. Like, nothing's stale, like everything's fresh.
On the eve of a brand new world title campaign, and as the surfers make their final preparations, this is their story. Before leaving for the Gold Coast, Adrian Buchan has one last training session back home in AVOCA Beach. Today he's taking part in an intense workout with former Ironman and world champion paddler Daniel Shade.
He's someone I'd always looked up to in terms of his fitness regime, and it's been fresh for me to come in a different headspace, having not spent the whole summer surfing.
Do you want to run with your foot or just?
Maybe let's just do a bin run on the far side. Yeah, because it's not as the other day's run was kind of 500 metres. That's like...
Warm up. Yeah, too much for you,
Yeah.
straight away.
All right, cool. Try and pick it up a little bit on this one, huh?
Okay, so go underwater out the back, like 2 or 3 reps if we can. That'll be pretty hard. It's pretty hard with his foot because he hasn't been able to surf, but that's why we've been doing a bit of a swimming just to get the fitness up, so when he's paddling he still feels pretty fresh. On this one, when we go out, we'll hold our breath for as long as we can underwater, then we'll come up and we'll work on that breathing, hypoxic. 2 strokes, 1 breath, 4 strokes, 1 breath.
These sessions, we've tried to taper them down to like half an hour now, because that's basically how long we compete for, and it's about, I guess, holding your heart rate at that 75–80% for the whole time, which is pretty similar to surfing a heat.
With the event at Snapper Rocks just a week away, the session highlights some valuable improvements with Buchan's injury.
Like usually when you haven't surfed for 2 months, you get back on your board and feel kind of sluggish.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was moving well.
Yeah. One more?
Yeah.
All right. Pushing me.
With the session coming to a close, it's another step in the right direction for Buchan in what's been a long journey back to full fitness.
For me, all I can do is control the things that I can control. It's about doing the rehab every day, you know, not trying to get ahead of myself. I can't get stressed out because today I'm not where I want to be, and I won't lie, some days are tougher than others. But it's kind of all part of the process. For me, I know I come out the other end a lot stronger, and if I can get the snapper and be really close to 100%, I know that I'm going to feel really confident.
In Burley Heads, Matt Wilkinson's making a visit to his shaper Darren Handley's factory to refine some board models. With the first event of the season a week away, the visit sees another area of increased preparation for Wilkinson in the lead up to a contest.
If my boards don't feel perfect, I've always just thought, oh well, surely if I catch a good wave, I'm a good enough surfer to do whatever I need to do to get an 8 or a 9 on it, and now I've kind of realised that that doesn't work.
So that's another 511 with the red, and that's 511 and a half. Ducks nuts.
Sweet.
And a 511 Beaver, which you probably never ride anymore. And that's your 6.0. Because you got your 6.0 in a pintail.
Yeah.
Did you bring that up?
Yeah, I really want to try it out.
Yeah.
But it's not big enough waves.
Last year I actually spent some time with him because he was having a bit of trouble with some boards. And most of the team riders I look after, I sort of deal with them when they're serious and they want to win. But with Wilco, I don't want him to lose that character that he is.
I'm not that clued in on boards, and he can see a problem with a board under your feet when maybe you think it's something that you're doing out there, but he knows exactly what boards do, and so he's definitely good to have in your corner.
That's not for you, but that's a sample that you could ride. It's 5'10", nearly 19, 2 and 5/16. What volumes? 27 litres. It's probably, how feel? Does that feel big?
Yeah, it feels bigger
Massive.
than, heaps bigger than the boards I'm on.
You've dropped weight, but
Yeah, I don't know, have I?
Haven't weighed
Does it
yourself?
look like it? I haven't
You
weighed
do,
myself.
you look like you've dropped weight.
Sweet. Now, I'd really like to kind of take out all the variables, everything that I can have prepared, I'd like to have prepared, and then just leave it up to my surfing on the day to determine how well I go.
Wilco's got the whole package. He's a character. He can do the best backhand hacks out of anyone. He's pretty focused, it looks like, this year. So if we can blend all that into him and having a little bit more fitness, we're going to get a pretty good package in Wilco.
With just days to go before the start of the Quicksilver Pro Gold Coast, Adrian Buchan is going for a surf with the godfather of competitive surfing, Rabbit Bartholomew, who's been working in a mentoring role to Buchan and his Hurley teammates.
The tide's coming to a nice point, so it'll go out quite quickly. So it'll probably get really good in the next
There's a little
hour.
wide little grower.
For sure.
Little inside one. Yeah, there's been plenty of waves coming through.
Not too crowded.
No, it's not too bad, but touch wood, they're bugs. There'll be 100 people about to paddle out like last time we paddled out.
Yeah.
Rabbit is an absolute legend in the sport of surfing, and to work with someone who's not only a world champion, but a great guy and just an absolute treasure chest of wisdom, especially here in Coolangatta, is just such an amazing opportunity. Yeah, I'll be interested to see what you think of these boards. Like a couple of those other new ones, that's a little wider than the one I rode the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, this one didn't feel like
Really?
as crisp as that one. No.
Yeah, I think that's what you're looking for. You're really looking for that sharp, quick snap out of the lip, so you can just get down to the base of the wave and get straight back up there. And really find the pocket. And you're feeling good for your paddling and everything.
Fitness feels great.
Yeah, that's good.
I worked pretty hard not to kind of let myself go too much in those couple of months.
Yeah. Well, that other day when we were out here and there was a pretty solid sweep on that one surf we had.
Yeah.
Mate, you were powering.
Yeah.
You were
no, I
powering.
felt-
Like you looked like you hadn't had any break whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's what you're set to work on, because you don't have to. It's good that you don't have to build your fitness up, because otherwise you'd have to spend a lot of hours doing that, and really, that can take the edge off you.
Yeah. Let's get out there, eh?
Yeah, mate.
With Buchan heading out for one last practice session before the event, it's important that he uses his route to recovery as a positive influence as he heads back into elite competition.
It's nearly like a pause, and it was a pause at a time when it wasn't a bad time to have a pause. Like he was reflecting on the greatest success of his career, winning Chopu, and that has put him into a whole nother realm of confidence. He knows he belongs, in that top tier.
He's just got so much wisdom. It's just cool to hang around him, and you can still see Rabbit's just got such a stoke and a love of surfing. I guess he's someone that I look up to, and hopefully one day I'll be able to pass on, my knowledge as Rabbit has done for me.
Self-belief is a huge thing in surfing. It's like a long apprenticeship. Some guys can cut through it like butter and they just become contenders from the word go. And others, it's a journey. And for Ace, it's a journey. He's just got to be very sure of himself in that his preparation's been good. He can make a great game plan. He can go out there and execute the game plan. He's just got to believe it. I really think that's the key to ace.
Matt Wilkinson's arrived at Snapper Rocks, the site of the upcoming contest. Having picked up some new boards, he's meeting with Coach Andy King to talk in detail about technique and strategy ahead of the contest.
King is as straight up as you get, I think. I trust him so much. I've seen him coach guys to wins and world titles and stuff, and he's also a good friend, and I'm sure he's got my best interests at heart. I think it definitely helps having someone there specifically for you.
Kingu! How are you, buddy?
Pretty good.
Good to see you, mate.
You too.
How's your dog settling in?
Shit, I just dropped her at Nick's parents and was like, yeah, see ya.
I reckon for what we want to do, it'd probably be best if we just do half-an-hour blocks just on that bank straight out.
Yep. All right.
The wave at Snapper Rocks can provide surfers with a variety of conditions to deal with during a heat. Today's session is focusing on Wilkinson's ability to combine large, powerful turns with creating scoring maneuvers on the wave's flatter sections.
So right now, Wilco's trying those three boards to try and find out which one's perfect, which one that he can be explosive in the pocket and still look alive in the slower, flat sections of Snapper. Oh, here goes Wilco now. He's got a little smoker.
Wave selection out Snapper is massive. There's so many waves that are coming through out there that anywhere else are amazing waves, but then there's always a few flat sections in there, and just knowing how to deal with them and be prepared for when it stands back up to really get your big turns going.
Like, Wilco's a really good listener. Like, he pretty much just put in place what we spoke about before he paddled out. When somebody loses confidence, like with Wilco's results last year, that he just starts asking too many questions. So it's just refining it and just pretty much asking him the right questions, because he's got all the answers after 15 years of surfing at this level.
As Wilkinson comes in from his first session, King is pleased with the progress made in a short space of time.
Is this kind of the mid-turn you were talking about? Just
This one.
this one, yeah.
That there is just perfect, mate. If you put that in place in your heat, it just makes the wave just look that much more dynamic, I reckon.
Yeah.
So that was really, really good combo, mate. Like, I'm just saying, just how quickly that you can adapt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just pure talent.
As the session with King comes to a close, Wilkinson must now focus on the task at hand. With the Quicksilver Pro Gold Coast commencing in just a few days' time, it sees a different mindset for Wilkinson in his approach to a new year on tour.
It's definitely a bit daunting, and especially going into the first event, but all in all, my preparation's a lot better than it has been. Been competing since I was like 10 years old, so no matter what I'm thinking before a heat, once the heat started, all your nerves kind of wash away and your mind just switches onto the competitive mode.
The 2014 World Tour will very shortly be underway. For the two surfers, the journey is upon them, and the plans, the preparations, the physical tests, and the mental challenges that lie ahead, all these will be met head-on. Success or failure will follow. For Wilkinson, his fans and those in his corner so evidently see his potential. But in professional sports, there's no shortage of hard luck stories based on wasted talent. It's within Wilkinson's grasp to realize his true potential.
I feel like I can make a final out here, and I'm definitely confident with my surfing, and if I don't make any mistakes, then I know that I can do it.
For Buchan, an energy within has been unleashed by the most unlikely of sources, his forced rest period resulting from injury. Converting that energy into results is the task presented to him.
I've done everything in my power to get me to where I am today, and I'm just really looking forward to getting back out there and hopefully doing some of the best surfing I've ever done.
While pro surfing enters a brand new era, and as the expectation of fans reaches fever pitch, the surfers look to execute their game plans. And as the Quicksilver Pro Gold Coast plays out all of its dramas, one victor will emerge. Who that will be, only time will tell.